What's going on, everybody? With Chill Giant Games, my name is Cody, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Boom achievement or trophy in Assassin's Creed Origins. This trophy requires you to kill 30 enemies by shooting a fire arrow at oil jars. Now, the best location I've found to farm this achievement is in Cagem Nome, so we're going to fast travel to that sync point, and directly north from there, we're going to find a campsite called Dassos Hideout. To make this method just a little quicker and more reliable, I recommend getting the Pyromaniac perk in the Seer tree. And what this is going to do is it's going to boost your fire tool damage by another half. And the next thing you're going to want to do is wait until nighttime. And this step is very important because during the day, the enemies at Dassos Hideout stay on patrol. But at night, 4 of them group together inside one tent. And this is going to make it a lot easier to get multiple kills all in one go and make your achievement pop go that much quicker. Now here you're going to see my method for getting multiple kills with the flaming oil jars at Dassos. If you mark your enemies like I did, you can see that there's 3 already asleep in the tent, 1's on his way to bed, and the 5th is on his way up to keep watch in the guard tower directly in front of us. So step number 1 is to kill the spare. You're going to want to do this quietly, otherwise the other 4 Phylakitai in the tent are going to wake up. I prefer to use my Predator bow for this just because it's quicker, it's quiet, and it makes me feel like a Hanzo main. Step number 2, we're going to take each of these oil jars in the watchtower and we're going to place them in the tent with these fine gentlemen that we are about to immolate. Now you actually have a lot of creative license with your jar placement. Some of you might want to group them up in the middle of the tent, some of you might want to make a nice line of jars. For me, I like to put 1 jar among each of the pairs of Phylakitai because they're grouped so nicely in 2s. And I like to set 1 in the middle, acting as kind of a fuse to trigger the other 2. You can get your own feng shui going on. It really doesn't matter all that much. Now, step number 3 is going to be to knock and light your arrow. This tent has a very convenient brazier right next to the entrance, so if you don't have a flaming bow, this is kind of handy. And step number 5, fire. Now, a lot of people differ in how long you like to cook your Phylakitai. Some people like it chewy, some prefer a little bite. Personally, I like mine burnt to a crisp. Now your final step is going to be to reset the camp so you can do all that I just showed you over again. And the quickest way that I found is just to blaze yourself up to. You can do that by just breaking this larger oil jar by the cooking fire. If that doesn't work, you can hotbox yourself in the nearby haystack. From there, you're just going to respawn right next to the campsite, right where I showed you, and you can try this whole thing again. From then on, it's pretty much just wash, rinse, repeat until your achievement or your trophy pops. Now, if you don't have any oil jar kills yet through the main story or through any of your quests, this is going to take you about 7 or 8 cycles to complete. For me, doing 7 or 8 cycles, this process took a total of 20 minutes. Now, that's going to depend on how quickly you go through this whole process, as well as whether or not you have the Pyromaniac perk active. There's also some bugs that can happen, like this guy didn't care for being burned alive, so I had to deal with him the old-fashioned way. Just like that. At one point I actually put an oil jar directly on top of that small fire in the middle, and that set off that one, and I ended up burning myself alive instead of the Phylakitai. So that was a fun time. This ended up being the very last achievement I needed for the Assassin's Creed Origins base game, and I'm sure a lot of you are in the same boat. This is a really tricky achievement to get organically, and it requires some really weird and particular circumstances. Enemies also like to run from the fire. So, a set of new achievements just dropped for Assassin's Creed Origins, so you might see some more achievement guides from me in the next few weeks as I work through those. Well, guys and gals, I hope this video helped you pop that last achievement. If it did, go ahead and drop a like on this video. And if you found a quicker or better way to unlock that Boom achievement, just let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much, everybody, and don't forget to subscribe to see more Chill Giant Games content.